Every evening of my childhood was marked by a simple ritual. As the sky turned the colors of cooling embers, my mother would step into the courtyard and light a diya near our tulsi plant. She'd fold her hands and bow gently, lips moving in silent conversation with God. Back then, I didn't understand what she was saying. I didn't need to. I think I knew, somewhere deep down, that those whispered prayers were for us, for her daughters. When she was done, she would turn to us with two tiny white batashas, one each. On special days, when we had done well in school or behaved better than usual, we'll get to. In a house where money was tight and sweets were rationed, those batashas felt like medals. The evenings often echoed with soft aartis played by my mom, and during that, she would pass her palm over the flame, then gently bring the heat towards our forehead. It was her way of blessing us, giving the goodness of Diya to us. She never told us to be obedient or to top our classes. Her blessings were always simpler: be happy, be lucky, have a good life. Now that I'm older, I realize the radical beauty of that wish. She knew life would demand hard work from us regardless. So she asked the universe for what it does not easily give: joy. Diwali was our version of grandeur. With a budget that couldn't accommodate much glitter, we made up for it with light. My sisters and I were given the task of placing diyas across the house, on the terrace, windowsill, entryway, and every room inside. We insisted on placing one on our study shelf, even though it left a black smudge and drew my mother's complaints. But to us, that extra flame meant better grades and more light for our dream. The day after Diwali, we'd go around collecting the diyas. Some burnt, some still whole. We didn't throw them away. We crushed them into powder on the cement floor, marveling at the texture. Or we saved them in old tins like they were sacred coins. There is one incident that I remember. Once there was a power cut on an ordinary evening. We used all the saved up diyas and poured in a bit of petrol from my father's scooter. Just like that, we recreated Diwali. The house flickered with handmade stars, and we laughed like we had lit up the world. Looking back, I think a lot about how my mother lived her faith. She was a devout woman, still is. Despite how little we had, she found ways to complete every ritual. During Navratri, she would light a ghee diya for 9 days, praying to Goddess Durga. Maybe she wasn't asking for a son. Maybe she was asking the goddess to give her daughter strength, enough to walk through a world that didn't always celebrate them. Nowadays, her relationship with God has changed. She sometimes forgets the exact lines in a prayer and laughs instead of correcting herself. Her pallu falls and stays fallen. The formality has softened. Now it feels like she and God are old friends. She no longer rushes. Her hands still light the diya, but her heart is lighter too. Maybe it's the years, or maybe it's faith, or perhaps it's simply this: she knows her daughters will be okay.